It's a privilege. Something you can't do, baby. That's another topic. Let's go. Them niggas need.
Oh my God, do you know what we about to fucking do this morning? What? Making history, man. What is popping? Good morning. Happy Monday. Y'all already know what it is, man. T7M Radio. This is the culture. I am your host, as always, the Kid 7 Mitchell, man. I appreciate y'all locking in this morning. We live 5 days a week doing our thing here on the podcast, man. We had to bring the streets everything we love in this thing called battle rap, but we got to bring it to you guys in the morning. We rocking out 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. So we definitely appreciate everybody locking in this morning. We got a crazy, crazy show to start the week off, man. Y'all already know the drill. 646-668-8168. Make sure y'all call up. Chop it up with the fellas as we chop about this battle rap shit, man. Shit is crazy, man. We got a pretty decent show this morning. As I said, I want to talk King of the Dot. As far as King of the Dot this year, 2018, do y'all think King of the Dot can survive a New York City event, a New York City run? We seen Smack URL go to the West Coast and pretty much invade in the second half of 2017. And I want to know, can King of the Dot actually pull off a dope event in the New York area? We're going to reach out to the streets. Just a couple of reminders before we get into this morning's show. Make sure if y'all on YouTube, make sure y'all subscribe to the T7M Radio YouTube channel. We definitely appreciate it. If you want to be a special guest on the show, definitely reach out to us on Twitter at the T7M Radio, or you can just hit me up at 7 Mitchell, man. We definitely get y'all on the show, chop it up with the streets, and debate down whatever topic of your choice, what have you, man. And also, if y'all on Facebook, make sure y'all join the T7M Facebook debate group, man. We would love to chop it up with y'all, debating everything we love in battle rap, 24/7, 365, man. You already know how we give it up. So, yeah, people, 2018 is much a wrap. A lot of shit done happened this year, man. We done had a couple dope shows over the week, pretty much reviewing the year in battle rap. But I kind of wanted to lock in this morning for a minute with the King of the Dot. Now, the King of the Dot, of course, had the big-time battle with Disaster versus Oxymoron. Over 10 million views, really took them to another level. I won't say that they trumped the URL with just this battle, but I think internally that battle definitely did something for the brand. However, on the flip side, the URL has been making major noise on the West Coast. They've been having the traffic events going down for the last 3 years, but for the it's been a 1-year deal. And this year, URL is just going super hard. They had the 2-day traffic event. They're going in Oakland next year, and then they're going to be back in LA again. And it seems like the URL is definitely invading the West Coast, which is a good thing. You know, the West Coast get to see some stars that they really wouldn't see unless they travel all the way across the country to New York. So shout out to the URL for putting on out in the West Coast. But I need to know, can King of the Dot do the same thing? Can King of the Dot take their talents to New York City and put on a card, put on an event that would get embraced to the magnitude that the URL gets when they go to the West? I'm not quite sure, man. I got to reach out to the streets, man. Y'all let me know. Y'all call up 646-668-8168. Press that one button if you want to go on live and talk to me, man. I need to know if New York is a place that King of the Dot can really hold it down. I'm not quite sure. Of course, they can book some matchups. I don't know if their supporters would make that trip. I don't know how that would play out. I don't know if they would even need their supporters to make that trip. I think it's so much going on in New York. I think the event itself probably would sell out. I'm pretty sure they can hold down some. I don't think that another platform would try to sabotage them. I don't know how that would really work out. I probably would think that the URL would want in. I think they would want in on something. I don't think they would just allow King of the Dot to plant their feet.
Well, King of the Dot's brand already is as big as it's probably going to get. It's not bigger because of Oxymoron in that battle. That battle really took Kotd to a whole nother level. You feel me?
Right.
I don't really think they're going to have an issue in New York. You know what I'm saying? Because all they're gonna do is take a bunch of New York niggas who they usually get and throw them on a card. So that right there is gonna attract the attention.
That's what I was feeling, but I wasn't sure if that was the go down. Smack and company would want in on that.
I mean, think about it. Think about it. Think about all the people that they book from New York or they book from the East Coast without Smack or anybody else. You know what I'm saying? You could get DNA, Cortez, Clips, Head Ice, fucking who else? Who else? You get like A-Verbs, washed up ass. Like you get all them niggas who they usually get without going to the URL. You could use them same niggas, put them against them. You know, KOTD's roster. Go to New York and have a crazy event. Them niggas did that in Boston. That's only like 2.5 hours from the city.
For the massacre, you right?
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't really think they would have a bummer event. I think it'll sell out as usual. Why? Because number one, it's in New York. Niggas are going to travel there regardless. And the way that KOTD has been at least dropping their battles and their content has been crazy, that's why it's going to be successful.
I want to bring on my co-host.
Say it again?
I want to bring on my co-host real quick. Motion, not to cut you off. We got the disrespectful when Grail is in the building. Grail, what's happening?
T7 the radio.
My nigga Grail was popping, boy.
You know you late to the party, man. Don't come in here so cool, man. You don't come.
Chill, I just pulled up, bro.
Unbelievable, man. See what I'm saying? I'm telling you, these cats need to be fined and suspended when it comes to talking battle rap because they have no respect. Unbelievable. Grail, talk to me. What do you think about King of the Dot putting on an event in New York City? We done seen that Smack invasion, man, for the West Coast. What do you think about King of the Dot kind of trying to do the same thing in New York? You think they can pull it off?
Facts. Definitely.
Wait a minute. What do you mean definitely so easily? Like Smack and URL wouldn't have nothing to say about this. Like RBE wouldn't have nothing to say about this. Like City and We Go Hard wouldn't have nothing to say about this.
What the hell can they do?
Wouldn't have nothing to say about this.
If Black Ice could pull off an event in New York, King of the Dot could pull off an event in New York.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. That's now. How do we not know that URL didn't get in on that? Because Nunu Nels was hosting those events, or at least the first one.
You don't think King of the Dot can have an event like in Brooklyn or Manhattan? It ain't gonna do no numbers.
I absolutely think that King of the Dot can put on an event in New York, anywhere, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, your backyard, your front yard, your living room. But I just don't think that they can do it without. Look, somebody gonna want in on that.
But see, KOTD don't gotta pay them niggas shit. KOTD don't gotta pay them niggas nothing. You know what I'm saying? They don't gotta team up with URL. They don't gotta team up with none of these niggas. They could be like, well, our niggas doing y'all. We gonna snatch up this venue for the night. We gonna have our battles and go about our fucking business.
I don't know if it's gonna be that easy though, Motion. I don't know if it's gonna be that easy to move around in New York if you're not wanted like that. You know, events can get shut down. Shit happens. You feel me?
This is true.
And I don't want to listen.
Do some shit like that.
I don't want to see no Carter Deems and the Source and Caustic and all that in New York. I don't want to see that. So
I don't either.
They all for the talent that we want to see. Come on, what are we doing? They're gonna have to partner up with somebody so they get. I don't know. I'm not gonna say they're gonna have to, but I don't see King of the Dot. Maybe one event, but I can't see them consistently doing something in New York without. No way.
Oh no, not at all. If it's like maybe one or two, all right. But if you're talking like 3, 4, 5, then it's like, hold on now. You know what I'm saying? That's when niggas is like, wait a minute, these niggas is taking too much money now.
And I don't blame King of the Dot for this, because King of the Dot doesn't bring you that. See, New York needs that street feel. Understand? Yeah. And King of the Dot can't bring that. King of the Dot can bring something different, which is not bad. But the New York streets, they're not going to embrace that on a consistent basis.
No.
I think that Poison Pen is part of the whole King of the Dot New York wave, so I think it could. It's possible.
Fact.
What King of the Dot New York wave? Wait.
As far as King of the Dot New York, I think Poison Pen is part of that. Like, he controls some of that. Like,
Right.
So there's a there's a New York division of King of
nobody.
Say that again, bro.
There's a King of the Dot New York division.
For what I seen in the interview, 15 Minutes of Fame interview with Poison Pen.
All right, well, let the streets decide, man. Y'all get back to me. Let me know what y'all think if King of the Dot can survive New York. This is the coach of the 7 Mitchell T7M Radio.